Hey, everybody. It's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie. Hey, Penny and Jamie and Tamika. Thanks for coming on. Y'all like my note? I had to make me a note that says, Note to self, turn on sound. And I almost started talking and the sound wasn't on. Hey, Roberta and Rachel, how you all doing today? I have to laugh at myself sometimes, but I definitely the note helps. So I'm gonna have to save this note in my sloppy handwriting for like another day. Because the last three times, I actually haven't had the sound on when I came on. So that worked perfectly. Hey, Roberta and Chris, how y'all doing today? All right, today, y'all, we have some lemonade, some kind of lemonade. What kind of lemonade is this? Slim? Oh, pink lemonade. I thought it was something special. Pink lemonade. It's a little tart for me, but it'll work to wet my whistle. Hey, Boo Boo Kitty. All right, so I got some stuff on my desk here. And what I was thinking about doing today, which I kind of started a little bit already, is I wanted to kind of prepare for next month just a little bit in my traveler's notebook. Hey, T Creates and Lisa. So this is my travelers right here. And I actually stuck the book in and I'm already going to be working on. So this is the book here. And a few hours ago, this was just your mere little traveler's notebook with a cardstock cover. And what I decided to do, I did like that cardstock cover, but I like fabric, y'all. So I wanted to put some fabric on it. So I just glued some fabric on. And you all were with me when I was doing these cards. I glued one of the botanicals on here. And you can see there's no sewing around the side because this was already built. And so all I did was just cover it with the actual fabric. And that works perfect for me. So what I'm going to use this journal for is just daily writing. So I wanted to have a page for each day. So what I started doing in here is just preparing each day, and I'm going to use some watercolors. So on this one I used like some yellow watercolors, and I have the date here, and that little sloppy it looks sloppy, but it's not. Let me just focus in here so you can see. It's a little bit better. It actually says August, so it's hard to see the way the writing is, but it has like August 1st. And so okay. And then I put some washi on here because I figured this will be a great way for me to use washi tape too. So if you have a traveler's notebook and you don't really know what to do with it, you can decorate junk journal style like me to get the pages done. So I have the first done August 1st, and then August 2nd I decided to kind of move the numbers around on the day to give it a little interest. And so the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to finish up some of these numbers. And I started doing them, and then I was like, man, I'm doing this fast. And I wanted to kind of show you all what I'm going to do. So let me just move these out the way. I took out some of my paper from over at Pleasant Creations. This is the aged paper. And I'm going to be using some of these. Actually, I'm using some that's a little bit lighter than this that I would normally send out to anybody. But this is the pack that you would get if you purchased it over at pleasantcreations.com. Take the focus off here. All right. So we have our paper. And let me get started because it's a few steps that for 30 pages, I don't know how far we're going to get, but we shall try. So I hope everybody is doing well today. I'm doing fantastic. Can't complain. And these are the numbers that I already have. So that's the 7th. And of course, that's August. Like I said, these are the months right here, and they're like really decorative. So unless you know what it is, you probably wouldn't be able to read it, which is kind of kooky. I don't know why they did it like that, but um, let's see. All right, so we already got the first and the second in the book, so I got third, fourth, five, six, seven. So August has 31 days, I believe. Right? Is there an August 31st? Y'all have to look and see. Let's see if there's an August 31st. Yes, there is. So we have to do 31 days. So I got my archival ink out today for no particular reason. I just grabbed that one. It was available, so that's what I was going to do. So let's start on the 8th. And these are Amy Tangerine stamps. And I do have a link to the supplies down in the description. So I updated it today. So if you're interested in these, I actually was able to find them. So let's do the 8th. And I may be able to get quite a few numbers off of this one page. Oh, I don't want 8 again. Let's see. Let me get the 8 off of there. All right, and then the 9th. So is anybody crafting today? What are you all crafting on? What's your craft of choice today? Now the only thing with these wooden blocks is that you can't really see where you're stamping at, which is kind of a downer, but you know, it is what it is. I still like these. I like these a lot. So now trying to line them up is a whole different talk show. And I tried like putting 2 blocks together like this and then stamping it, but the numbers are like really far apart when you do that. So I just had to kind of wing it a little bit. All right, so let's get the August out here, because that's the only one we need for this month. And then I'm going to see how it goes for me this month, and then maybe I will do this for September as well. But kind of do it in a different style, because you know we like to change things up a little bit. And don't ask me why I decided to put August like that, but I like it. I like the way it came out, so I think I'm okay. So Roberta says that she is making some page pockets, or at least that's what she's calling it. Roberta? Oh, I got 2 8s. That's cool. You can call it whatever you want to. Girl, it's a free country. It's all free. Y'all know what I've been watching? I've been watching Harry Potter. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm trying to watch all of the movies in order. I've seen them before, but I like the Harry Potter series. It's not just for kids. I enjoy it a lot. So I decided to start watching it, and of course I fell asleep on one last night because I was just tired for some reason. So I'm just ripping these, no rhyme or reason, just rip. All right, so let's do number 11. And I forgot how much I enjoyed that series, because that's the types of movies I like. Like I like The Hobbit and things like that. See how. And then we need 12, and then we're gonna need 13. So I'm just gonna go right down, because we're gonna need quite a few ones here. And y'all notice she's not even wiping any stamps off. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. What do you all think? Is that a bad thing not to clean your stamps off? Because I never clean my stamps off. I find it seems to be okay. Nobody's getting hurt. 3. I figure I'm doing this because I figure if I have things kind of pre-decorated, I'll be more inclined to write in my journals. Hey Carl, how you doing? It's not time for, did you already have your show Isn't today Wednesday? No, today's Tuesday. What's today? Oh, today's Tuesday. Never mind. Never mind. Show's on Wednesday. All right, so let's put August on here again. And I don't know what made me think of putting August on here like this, but I like it. But I think what I'm going to do is just use that book for just 1 month only and then change books. And then I'll be ready for something new. Because, you know, in the junk journaling world, we get bored with stuff kind of easy. So sometimes you just want to change things up. And you think, you know what? Even though I'm putting these back in here, like there's no ink on the bottom. Like it, I guess it depends on how much ink you use. Because I've like, when I store them, I'm not getting ink on anything. Surprisingly. That kind of surprises me. That kind of surprises me. Now this is like the lazy man's cutting here with these numbers, but I found that I can get through these pretty quickly this way. And I don't have to really give it any thought, and I have to, it's not like fussy cutting or anything like that. So now we're up to number 15. Oh, we got 15, so we need 16. We're gonna need 17. We're gonna need 18, 19, and then we'll be at 20. So let's do 16. Got some fuzzy stuff. I don't know where that came from. 16. Okay, see you later, Carl. Thanks for ducking your head in. Carl's a great supporter. Carl is one of my classmates, you all. And he has a back in the day live show on Facebook on Wednesdays. So all of the classmates come in, and some, because he is a fantastic DJ. And he promotes businesses in our old neighborhood. So that's awesome. So everybody knows Carl. So now you all know Carl too. So he always comes in for support. And I actually made a journal for him. So he's a journal user as well. He better be using that journal. I don't think he's on right now, but he best to be using that journal. Now you notice that some of the ink, like from the square parts on the side, kind of got on the paper, but I don't mind that at all. Doesn't bother me at all. Adds to the character of these particular pieces. So let's do the 2. That's going to be 20, 21, 22, 23. Try not to get too close. 24. All right, let's just stop there for a second. 20. Yeah, I've been enjoying the Harry Potter series again, because I've probably seen them all at least 10 times, but you know, it is what it is. My mother has never seen any of the Harry Potters. I can't believe it. My daughter read all the books because she's a bookworm like that. So when she was younger, she read all the books before all the series came out. So she's a Harry Potter lover too. And 4. All right, and then let's put our August on here, and then I'll rip these. And then I'm almost done with these. Almost, kind of, sort of, but not really. It's all in the details. Details, details, details. Stress-free details, that is. Oh, you're still here. Carl was talking about you. You weren't supposed to be listening. It's time for another one. I'm glad you're using it. Right on, Carl. Because that's why I say you must use your beautiful journals, even though they're like artwork. You still got to use them because that's what they're there for. You can't take it with you when you go. That's what I always say. Use your good china and take the plastic off of your furniture. Because you know, some people still old school. They got that plastic on their sofa. Anybody remember that? The plastic on the sofas. And then after they get old and they start breaking up and then they cut your arm and stuff when you sit on it and your butt gets stuck to it and all that good stuff when you have on shorts. I remember those days very well because lots of people had the furniture with the plastic on it. They did. All right, so we're up to 24. We got a few more because we want to go up to 31 on these. And let's see. I think I still have some space on here. Maybe. Let's see. So we're on 25. And we probably can get 26. And 27 maybe here. I don't think we can get another one on there. So let's try to do 28. Alright, so 25. I hope not, Roberta. But you know, some people that have never changed their houses, so they still have that plastic. 25. It might be kind of old, but yeah. They was trying to keep that furniture forever, ever. 27. 28. Forever, ever, ever, ever. My 8 didn't come out good, but that's okay. I don't mind that some of the numbers came out a little bit light. Alright, so if I was doing this alone, I would go see if I can find some more paper that I've already used. But I'm just going to pull out another sheet. I got some more sheets over here. Alright. Let's do a little ripping here. Rip, rip, rip. Your grandparents used to have the plastic. My mom had the plastic, y'all. And then the bad thing is, like, they put it on the furniture that you're not supposed to sit on anyway. It's just in the living room that nobody is supposed to go into. So it's like, what's the point of putting the plastic on there if nobody's going to sit there? That's so crazy. I wonder who started that trend. That's definitely a throwback 70s trend. All right, we're up to 28. All right, let's get another paper. Now, these are not as deep dark as those, but that's okay. So we need a 29. And, oh, we don't need another one of these. Well, we'll clean off some of the ink off of this one because it's a lot. All right, so that's going to be 29. Hey, Nikora. 29. Now this project is almost more of a mixed media project, which I haven't done mixed media in a long time. Look how crooked that is, but I like it. I like it like that. All right, and then we need 30. And we're gonna need 31 because it's 31 days in August. So let's get the 0 out. I don't know where this lint is coming from. Maybe I did clean this at one time because that lint is coming from someplace. I don't know where. Okay, so now, oh, we got to put our August on here. Let me put you back one. Okay, actually I'm done with these, so they can leave the desk. I have a lot of stuff on my desk. Let's put this in the trash. And yeah, you had to sit in the other room, right? Where the furniture was not as nice. but it was okay. All right, so I'm done with this one, and I can put this away. And let's rip this. And you know what? I have to tell you all about my sewing machine, the new sewing machine that I showed you that I was in love with. Well, I think I told y'all yesterday, if you were on yesterday, that I had some issues with the sewing machine. Now, because I wanted to kind of learn how to use the sewing machine, I did this women's style instead of man style, because usually man style you just get on and you start sewing or whatever without looking at the instructions. So, but this time I wanted to kind of just go through things so I would know all the features that were available. So I was going through the instruction book, and then when I got to the part where it tells you how to, use the foot pedal or the foot pedal, I plugged in the foot pedal and I pressed it down and I got nothing. And then hey Livy's, how you doing? Livy says she's popping in for a few minutes to get her fix. Right on, Livy's. And so the pedal, I did everything. I went back into the instructions. I looked at the troubleshooting guide and nothing. I couldn't get the pedal to work. So I was kind of disappointed about that. And of course it was late, but I called Amazon anyway. It was late on Friday because this was after we had our little crafting soiree here live on Friday night. And so I called Amazon, and basically they told me to call Brother on Monday because Brother customer support was closed. So I said fine, because I didn't want to send the machine back. I just felt like maybe it's the pedal. Something was wrong with it. Maybe they could just send me another pedal, and I was okay with that. I mean, I wasn't frantic or crazy because it's a refurbished machine. So I was okay. So yesterday I called Brother, and in both instances for Amazon and for Brother, I know I was talking to somebody overseas, and which is okay, but it's a customer service. It's a little irritating when you're talking to somebody overseas because they're working off of a script, basically. At least if you get somebody within the U.S., since we live here in the U.S. and we're purchasing the items here in the U.S., at least you kind of feel like they're not giving you like a scripted line when you're talking to them, because we talked about customer service before. And of course they're always very nice and everything, but I don't feel like they're very knowledgeable because they're working off of a script. So anyway, so this guy, I talked to him, and he's looking at the manual and all this stuff and telling me everything that I already seen in the manual, and I'm nice about it or whatever. Yep, I checked that. Yes, it's plugged in. Yes. And I was hoping maybe it was a quick fix. And he says, well, I'm going to have to have you to take it to a store that fixes the Brother machine. So we have one here in town. So I was like, okay, I'm all right with that, because I felt like I could take it there, probably get a new foot pedal, and be on my way. Well, I took it there today. The story is a long story, isn't it? So I took the machine there, and the lady, she got all my information. She plugged it in. Of course, the foot pedal didn't work because, I'm a little technically savvy. So I kind of, I went through the troubleshooting by myself. I went through it with the people on the telephone and all that. And so she went through everything and it didn't work. So then she's ringing the ticket up because she says the guy that fixes the machines, he's not in, but I'll have to leave it there, whatever. That's fine. So she spends all this time getting my information and stuff, and then she hands me my ticket and she says, it's going to be about 2 weeks. I looked at her, I said, excuse me? 2 weeks to find out even if it just needs a pedal? And she's like, well, he has a lot of machines in front of you and it's first come, first serve or whatever. So now I'm a little disappointed, and I said, you know what, just cancel that ticket and I'll just send it back to Amazon, which I didn't want to do. But Amazon is really good when it comes to returns. When it comes to buyers, usually it's like no questions asked. If you want to send something back, you can send it back with no problems. And this was the case with Amazon this time as well. So I just did a return, and what they do in the return case, if you've never returned anything with Amazon, is basically they just tell you, okay, I wanted the same item, just send me the same item again, because I really wanted that machine because I like the features. And so once you initiate the return, they print you a label, and then you could just send it back. In this case, and they give you some options for sending things back. So in this case, I just wanted to just drop it off at UPS. So I just printed out the label and drop it off at UPS. But what's really nice about the returns is that you have 30 days to return it, but they're going to go ahead and ship you out the new one. So I can expect the new one to come tomorrow. Yay! And of course, that's much faster than 2 weeks from now. So I'll get the new one. I'm just kind of putting these a little bit in order here. And I have 30 days to send the other one back. But I sent it back today because if you don't send it back in 30 days, you'll get charged for the second one as well, which is fair because you don't really have any reason to be holding on to an item that doesn't work correctly. So that is my story for my sewing machine. Thumbs up for fantastic sewing machine stories. Y'all have to make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. Y'all know I didn't do my whole spiel in the beginning. I just started. So if you're new to the channel, I talk about stuff like this while I'm junk journaling. This is a junk journal related channel. So if you like videos like this one, even though we haven't got to the meat and potatoes yet, just make sure that you click that subscription button. I always have to say that as a reminder, and give the video a thumbs up. So if you're on watching right now, you can give this video a thumbs up and I will greatly appreciate it. Now I'm putting this in order because I don't want to be like rifling through this when I get ready to put these on, but I might end up doing that anyway. Oh, I got 2 number 8s. I only need 1. 13. These are like my really raggedy numbers, but I like them. 13. Get back up here. Hey, number 9. You're in the wrong place. Oh, I got 2 9s. See, I did some double work. All right, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe one of them's number 6. That's number 6. Not a 9. It's a 6. All right. So I think. Okay, I'll just leave those like that. All right. So now let's get to the book. Thanks, T-Create. I appreciate that. I also told somebody else this too, and this is something that I always do, is when I'm watching videos, I always give them a thumbs up, because I use it as a bookmarking technique, because a lot of times I'm binging on videos. So in order for me to not start watching the videos that I've seen already, I give it a thumbs up, and then it is bookmarked. So you can do the same thing as well. Hey, Brenda. All right, so this is the inside so far. We haven't gotten too far. I just did the first page and the second page, and then I decided to do this with y'all. So I'm going to come back to this page here. But to make this kind of like easy on myself and not really think about this too much, this is what I decided to do. I decided to just watercolor in this manner. So with the yellows, I said I'm going to start from this side, and I'm just going to take like 3 of the colors, and I'm going to ombre it. And that's what I did. So it's like darker here, and then it gets lighter, 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 lighter. And then I did the same thing on this side. I started with the dark, and I went all the way up. And this is what it came out to be, and it came out pretty. So I'm just going to go down the line like that one. Now this one is kind of odd because they have pink right there. So I'm going to start here on this little palette. And I was actually able to find this. I got this from Michael's, but you can actually find these watercolors on Amazon also. So I found the link. So the link is in the description as well. So and I like using the watercolors. And of course, as you can see, I am no artist, but I do like using the watercolors for a background. And these were kind of just perfect for me because I was kind of just starting out. So I didn't really know what kind of paints to get. So I was like, let me just get some cheapo depot watercolors, which work just fine for me. And then I can try them and see if this is something that I like. And I like having the watercolors on hand. And I think a lot of crafters, even though we pick up so many different crafting techniques and stuff, a lot of us have mixed media type of things in our arsenal, like this, like the paints. So, and I haven't really done any mixed media stuff in a while, so I was enjoying just slopping some paint on the page. Because that's all I'm doing, but it creates like a fantastic background when you get ready to actually use it. I did go for some good brushes though. I started out with some crappy brushes, and I did not like the crappy brushes at all. So I decided to get some good brushes, and I like the brushes. So once I use it, or until I get tired of it, I'll probably use this until it's gone. And then I'm going to probably buy some better watercolors. I'll graduate. I guess that's how you do it. Or just until you get tired of it. So I'm going to... I think most of the water is up on here, but I'm going to try to do a little pat dry here. And see, nothing even came up on my paper towel. It's not totally dry, but what I'm going to do, I do know that the water can sometimes, if it soaks through the paper, it can sometimes reactivate the other side, so I don't want to do that. So I do have my heat gun, because this will dry pretty quickly. And I'm just going to give it a shot. Just so when I turn the pages, they won't activate. And it's curling, but you know, after you have everything, the pages close for a while to be fine. So this time I'm going to put this little piece of deli paper in between. It's still a little damp, which is okay. Now I'm going to do these 2 pages at the same time. Yeah, the brushes. I bought the cheap ones too, and I definitely didn't like them because like the bristles, not only did they shed, but they were like really wonky. They were like, it's like gang signs. They were throwing gang signs up all over the place. I was like, no, I don't like that. So I just decided, let's go for some better brushes. And Hobby Lobby, they have a fantastic art section. I like Hobby Lobby's art section. And they had brushes like 50% off, so I took advantage of that, because you know they never have 50% off coupons at Hobby Lobby. Never. It's like they usually have their little 30% off coupon, and that's it. They don't even have 40% off. and they don't accept the other box company, the other big box crafting places like Michael's and Joann's. They don't accept the coupons. Now Joann's and Michael's, they accept each other's coupons, but Hobby Lobby, nope. They're like, y'all just gonna get what you're gonna get. Period. They do not care. Yeah. Yep, I agree. The bristles are very hard. Very hard. Y'all, these colors are so wonky the way I'm doing this, but I just it just keeps me from thinking about what colors to put down. You know how much longer it would take me to do this if I thought about that? Forever, ever. And don't ask me why I decided to do just like an ombre effect. I don't know. It just works for me. And next time I'll probably do something a little bit different. Bring this all the way to the top. I don't know. Alright, so now I'm going to go into the purples. But I just wanted each page to have a background and have something different. I was going to like work on this before I came on, but I was like, no. I want to be on with my friends while I'm doing this, because this might be something that I can share, because this is definitely is junk journal style. Junk journal style type of journaling. And then once I have the background, hey mouse, once I have the background, I know all I need to do is to write on it and paste things down if I want to. This is going to be more of a writing journal. So I thought this would be excellent for writing. And I could use my gel pens if I wanted to. Just thinking out of the box. Gotta think a little bit out of the box with the colors. And of course, if you're like just slapping the watercolors on the page, it drives you crazy, then they probably don't want to try this technique. Because that's all I'm doing is slapping the water onto the pages. They're not even like blending or anything. Let me see if I can make them more blendy. Let's see. I guess I could make them a little bit more blendy than they are. Let's do that. Yeah, that's better. Still a little streaky, but all right. And I'm really wetting these pages, so I'm definitely gonna have to give them a bit of a dry. And I'm not worried about the edges of the papers either, because I'm going to be taking care of that in a moment as well. Let me see where we're at time, because I know this is going to take a long time. So all right, we're good for the moment. Let me just slop some more water on here. And I don't mind about the middle either. Try not to get too much water in the middle, because I don't want the book to fall apart, of course. All right, so again, let's do this. Not much coming off there. Layer. Just make sure I get the and give it a little dry. Dry it a little bit. Hey, Kaleidoscope. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I was really disappointed about that sewing machine. Oh, Livy, you asked, do I use alcohol markers in my crafting? I do on some things, but those alcohol markers are so saturated. A lot of things, like a lot of times they bleed through whatever I'm using them for, but I do use them. I definitely have, even if I use them on like really thick cardstock, they still kind of bleed through. So I have to kind of pick and choose what I use the alcohol markers for. And I don't have a lot of them. I've kind of just picked them up like at Ross and places like that. Or I think I got some at Hobby Lobby. They had some on clearance, so I got those. So I'm not a big alcohol marker girl just yet. I'm looking forward to see. Oh, what happened, Kaleidoscope? Well, the short story is that the pedal didn't work because the machine that I got is it's not repurposed, but um, I forgot what they call it. But anyway, it's not a new machine. So, but it looks new. Everything was good, but the foot pedal didn't work. So, and so I decided to just go ahead and send it back. Now look how wrinkly the pages are. I kind of like that. I like the wrinkle pages. I don't have any Copics because the Copics are so expensive. So I have not dabbled into the Copics. All right, so this one's a little choppy. I could have put some more water on there. I probably could still do that, but all right. So now the thing is, I saw this on somebody else's video, and it's very true. With because these are the Cheapo Depot watercolors, everybody. So just keep that in mind that they are a little chalky. So I can rub my hand on here. Let me see if it comes off. And I don't know if you can see, the tips of my fingers are purple because it's kind of chalky. So I saw somebody else do this. What they did was they just took a paper towel and they just rubbed it over the page to kind of get the chalkiness off. See, look at that. And this paper towel is dry. And so I'm just going to kind of get the chalkiness off the pages before I start working with them some more. And I guess if you have like some good watercolors, I don't know, I never had any, you don't really have to do this part. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so see that purple? So just get some of the chalky stuff off because we're going to be gluing and stuff. All right, so I'm just going to show you all what I'm going to do. And since my pages are like haven't been worked with the paint on, they're a little stiff now, but I like that stiffness. So I'm just going to put a paper clip on here for the moment while I work on this. And so this is going to be number 3. So I'm just going to take some glue. I'm using the Yoo-Hoo glue. I'm going to use that. So Boo Boo Kitty said, after buying a TN insert with coffee dyed paper, I know that I can't go without coffee dyed paper inserts. Absolutely beautiful. Why, thank you, Boo Boo. Why, thank you. Boo Boo bought some inserts for me. And I actually had decided to stop selling the inserts. So I said, once they're gone, basically, because people just weren't buying the inserts. So I have like a poop load of them in my room. So I'll probably be using them for myself. But I love the coffee dyed ones too. But in this case, I didn't use the coffee dyed one. Oh, you know what? I don't want that there. Because I'm going to put some washi tape on that side. Let me re-glue that. Because, you know, there's no mistakes here. We're just making changes. I'm going to put this over on this side. And why am I putting the numbers all over the place? Because I just felt like it. This is number 3 page. And so let's go ahead and do number 4. And I'm putting them over towards the inside. So I'm going to put number 4 here. Kind of do it like I did before. And then number 5. Just try to remember to make sure the numbers are in the right order. All right. Ishmael, what do you mean, why don't I use the button? What button are you talking about? You have to type it in so I know what you're talking about. Okay, all right, so that's 5. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to put some washi tape on here because I got 1,000,001 rolls of washi tape. So Livy says, yes, the cheaper watercolor is very chalky, and she's got plenty of cheap sets. Yeah, this one's a cheap set, but it kind of works for I want, but it is really chalky. But once I wiped it, it's good. Yeah, this is kind of, oh, it's chalky like the 80s eyeshadow. Yes. Yes. All right. So, now I'm gonna pick out some washi, and y'all, I have so many boxes of washi is behind me, so I'm just gonna kind of look with, and I have them by color, so I'm gonna try to find a color that fits with this. So give me a moment. All right, so like this, these are kind of orangey, but I don't think I want to use the orange per se. But maybe I think that would be okay. So let's use that one. So y'all, this is just one of the mini boxes of the crazy amount of washi tapes that I have. Oh, my nail care regime. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you, genetics plays a big role in how well my nails glow. Y'all, I don't even have my glasses on. Um, and so they grow pretty quickly. So I don't really do much to them. My nails are like naturally hard, which sometimes that's good and sometimes it's bad because sometimes they crack. But the only thing I do is take the nail polish off and put the nail polish on, and sometimes I'll file my nails, but that's it. I don't really have a nail care regime. I don't go get manicures or anything like that. Hold up. I was just looking for a palette knife so I can. Actually, I was just looking for a sharp edge, not necessarily a palette knife. To cut this, let me turn this way, it'll make it easier for me. I like putting the washi tape on here. Y'all, can y'all hear my neighbors next door? They are so loud today. They must be partying. They were loud yesterday too. But I don't think y'all heard them. Let me just kind of got some washi tape overhang. So that's how these two pages are looking, and that's probably about all I'm going to do to it. I even thought about putting some ephemera on here, and I said nope, I want to leave it for writing, because for August I want to try to like just kind of get into the writing habit. And so thank you, boo boo. Yeah, I try to keep I probably do my nails more since I'm on with you all than anything else, because I don't want them to be looking too tore up. Sometimes they still be looking tore up. Okay, so let's find another one. Let's look for some purples. We have some washi purples now. Not all of my washis are organized, so it's a hit or miss sometimes. So I can use that one, and this one's kind of more blue than purple. He's probably in the wrong place. This is like a scotch tape. It's not even a washi tape. It's like a tape. But I'm going to try to use it, and hopefully it'll work out for me. So let's put this one on this side. It's pointless, Libby's. And you know what? I've been doing my nails since I was a little girl, too. My mom taught me how to do my nails, so I like doing my nails, and I'm so proud of myself because some of my nail polish is almost out. That means I've been using it. So I'm like, ooh, I'm so proud of myself. I'm finally using stuff. Well, not finally. I've always done my nails. Let's see. Tear. All right, so that's that side, and let's do. Oh, I didn't put that back. See, I need to put that back. All right, so let's, see where I put number 5 at? Number 5's in the wrong place, but I don't know if I can get him off now. He's been down too long. Okay, so since there's no mistakes, you know what? I did the acrylic nails a long years and years ago, and I didn't even need to because, like I said, I always had fantastic nails, and yeah, they tore my nails up too. And I was like, you know what? I don't even know why I'm going through all this. What's the point? But I don't do it anymore. Like I said, like when my nails start getting long, I know how to work, but my nails are like tools now, so when they get long, it's okay. And then um, when they get short, I enjoy them when they're short. I enjoy them when they're long. So they're kind of getting to an in-between stage now. All right, this is my Scotch tape here. This was probably one of the first washies, which is not a washi, which I thought was a washi tape that I ever bought. Because when I was doing a lot of planning, if you go back on the channel, there's a lot of planning videos on here. I used just a ton of washi tape, but not enough, not nearly enough to get rid of it all. Okay, I kind of like this look. I'm just not going over my 5 here. Ta-ta. So he's still there. Okay, so I like that. All right, let's put these back in here before I forget. And let's put the orange one back where it belongs. Show you all how I keep most of my washies. This is how I have them. So I keep them in these flat boxes. I got them from Hobby Lobby, and they stack, so I like this. And it makes it easier for me to find the washi tapes. I actually have a video on my washi storage, so if you put in washi storage and put in Liz for a day, it'll be easy for you to find. But maybe if you all want me to, I can post the link to it in the Facebook group as well. And I got these from like the Dollar General store, and I put these all, like this one has pinks on here, but I think I switched the lids. And this is glitters. So I got all my glitters, which, you know, glitters are crazy. They get all over the place. And this can fit four of these boxes in here. So this one's the orange one. And I still have some room for washies, but I'm not buying it anymore. This was supposed to be my purple one, but I don't know. You're kind of pink. You don't belong in there. And then this one was blues. So there's like blue, and then we have like bluish greens in here too. And then I have some more boxes also, but I just wanted to give you guys a peek at that. All right. So basically, I'm just going to go through this whole book like this. So let's see how much time we have left here. So we have just a few minutes. So if you guys have any questions, we got a few minutes because, you know, I think sometimes I cut the questions off at the end, not on purpose, but because there's a delay and I don't see the questions. So if y'all have any questions before we go off, now's a good time to ask them. Ooh, your aunt has a nail salon? That's cool. You're not girly enough to care about it? I hear you. You know what? I don't think I'm a girly girl either, but I like having my nails done. Now, my toes is a whole different story. We ain't even gonna go there. Because my toes totally get ignored. Boo Boo, you said you tried to get some porn nails going. Hey, Laureline, how you doing? We haven't seen you on a couple of the last live streams. I like this blue. Boo Boo Kitty, you are funny. Y'all can't hear my neighbors. See, their porch is like right by where I have my little setup here, and our houses are not that far apart, so I can. They be over there partying. They like the party house on the block, but it doesn't bother me though, cause I think when people are off, they work hard, they can party. I'll just go to another part of the house. They don't party that bad, but I could usually hear them over there. They're having a good time. They don't invite me though. I don't understand that. I'm not really a party girl anymore. I used to be when I was a young whippersnapper, but not a party girl anymore. I like all these blues. All right, let's try to smooth them out a little bit. That's my technique. I'm smoothing. It's my smoothing technique. Smooth, smooth. All right, and then I'm gonna go to the next color. I like how I'm not really thinking about this. You can't hear them at all. Well, I guess that's good then. My mic is not picking that up, especially if I'm talking. I know you can't hear it if I'm talking because the mic does what's called like gating. So I have a really good mic because I used to do a podcast, you all, but nobody listened to it but me. I really enjoyed it though. That's usually how things go. I'm quite surprised that people listen to me on the YouTube channel. Cause I always say even if, nobody listened to me or watch my videos, I would still do it because it's fun. And then I go back. It's a good record of things for myself, and I would just go back sometimes. Like right after the live videos are done, usually I go back and I watch my video. Now that's kind of creepy, isn't it? It's kind of narcissistic. She watches her own videos. I like being at home too. I'm a homebody. That's what makes me happy is being at home. If I could stay at home and somebody just bring me some food. Well, I guess I would go out sometimes because, sometimes you get a wild hair and you want to go out of the house. But for the most part, I like being at home. Oh, thanks, Livy. Thank you. All right, I'm going to smooth this out just a little bit. Give it a little smoothness. It doesn't have to have a lot of smoothness. Because everything, like whenever you're doing backgrounds and stuff, sometimes they look like rough when you're doing them. And then once you start putting stuff on top of it, it just takes on a whole different look, and that's nice. I like it. All right, I'm going to give this a shot of hot air. And I'll probably just continue to watch my Harry Potter series while I finish this off this evening. Oh, thank you, Chris. That means so much to me. I almost cried for a second there. A tear almost came out of my bad eye, Chris, when you said that. For real. Except football players watch videos of themselves. Livy's, I don't know what color these are, but I like them. I just put them on the page. Maybe next month when I do something like this, I'll pick like a different method instead of doing like the ombre. But right now, this kind of works for me. All right, so I'm going to do this the same way. See that? Oh, that's glue. I thought that was water. Anywho. All right, so I'm going to rub off. See, look at that. The chalk. I might get some new watercolors before these go out because, I want to do some watercoloring where I don't have to get the chalkiness off. But I know I'm going to have to pay up for that. So y'all need to go over to pleasantcreations.com and support the channel, or Patreon, so I can get me some watercolors and get a sewing machine that works. Then I could do more videos. I love the way this came out though. That's pretty, huh? That did come out pretty smooth. It looks different after I rub some of the chalk off too, doesn't it? Alright, so this is page number 6. Let's give her some glue. So we'll put this one towards the bottom. Of course, I'm not going to have time to do the whole book for you all, but you know. Number 7. This will be ready to use. And I can put it back into my traveler's notebook. I'm going to put this in the middle. Why? Because I feel like it. Alright, now let's find some more washi tape. I know, Roberta. I like it. Alright, let's see. We need some blue and green. Oh, we have that out, didn't we? Blues and greens. Okay. Some blues and greens here. This one will be perfect on that side. And you know what? I got this tape, y'all, from IKEA, and it has like these little dragonflies and stuff on them. Look at that. Let me see. Isn't that cool? Oh, gotta watch out for the light. I got that from IKEA, which is quite cool. Alright, so I'm gonna use well, thank you, boo-boo. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Where's the end at? I love this. See, I don't get to use my washies enough, and I just have too much. So, putting them on the sides of the page is just perfect. It's a perfect use. Looks lovely. And it takes up some space because, you know, I don't need like tons and tons of space to write on. Because sometimes when you have too much space, it's like a deterrent for you writing. You're like, I can't fill that space up. That's why we put pictures and all kinds of stuff in there, right? Fill some space. And this is still, even with the washi tape and the numbers, it's still probably a lot of space for me, but I'm okay with that. Alright, so let's put some of this on this side. This is beautiful washi. I don't know where I got this from. I have a lot of washi in the shop as well. I just put probably like, seriously, about 30 more different washi tapes into the shop. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this so I can see. I thought about doing like some flags and stuff with the washi tape. I said no. I just don't want to think about it too much. Just get her done. And then this will be ready for August. One of the notebooks that I'm going to be putting into my traveler's notebook. Y'all, that's beautiful. So let's see. I know we are about out of time. Yeah, we're over an hour now. So let's see. Oh, there's one more thing that I wanted to do. Let me paint this. See, this is how it always rolls. I'm actually going to use this light blue color on this page right here. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm trying to hold the page down. I should have put... Hold up. Let me put the paper clip on here to keep this down. Yeah. That's much more helpful. And since this is kind of a pastel yellow on the other side, I'm just going to use this blue over here on this side. And I'm not going to ombre this, I'm just going to use the blue. Blue, blue, blue. Blue makes me happy and I'm not blue about it. And I guess what I'll do is, after I'm completely done with this, I'll do a little bit of a flip through over on the Facebook page. So if you want to join us and continue the conversations, the Junk Journal conversations, you can come over to Junk Journal Buddies. The link is below in the description. That's our Facebook group, and you can post your creations and chit chat with us over there. So that way it's more of a two-way communications than it is over here on the YouTube channel. So I'll do like a little bit of a flip through on this. Okay, let me just try to blend a little bit on this. Okay, and then we need Mr. Heat Gun. And you know what? We haven't got to the black watercolor, but I like using the black watercolors too, because you can use your white Uniball pen on top of it, and it looks beautiful as well. I don't know, the black paints make me happy for some reason. I would just paint everything black. Maybe I'll do that one month. I'll just do all the pages in black. Or maybe just use black cardstock. I don't know. Y'all know, in my head, it's like it's the land of ideas. Yes, ma'am, Miss Livy. Because it's the land of ideas in my head. I have tons of ideas for the digital kits. So I have some in the making. So there are gonna be some more ads coming up. I've been working on those. Some more vintage ads you'll see, and well, you'll see. Just go make sure you favorite the shop. And also, not always, because the group is kind of new. But in the group, what I've been doing is also letting people know when I have new releases. So as I put them up, my goal is to release at least one digital kit per week. So I'm kind of on track for that right now. All right, just getting some of that durst off, that chalkiness. This works really well to do this. And then, yeah, black with white and gel pens. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so now what I want to do is this page I want to turn into a pocket. So I took one of the botanicals that I actually did the sewing around, and I'm going to just glue this on. So we need a heavier duty glue for this. So I'm just going to use the Aleene's Tacky Glue for this job. And I'm going to just do it more like a tuck spot than a full pocket, with the opening on the inside. I always like to put a little extra glue on here when I have the sewing too, so it'll stick good. Alrighty, I'm concentrating, y'all. I'm concentrating. Okay, I think that's enough glue. I don't need like a ton of glue for this job. Alright, so there. Isn't that pretty? Let me just make sure that's stuck good. See, it's like every little element you put in the book makes it look even better. I hear you, Livies. I hear you. All right, here we go. So now, so this is what the outside looks like if you're just coming on. And you can see all the nice, I like, even though the book is kind of sticking open right now, once I put it in the traveler's book, it won't do that. And so I love all the different pages and stuff. I'll probably just be constantly flipping through this. And so that's the front and the back. We don't have anything in the back yet. I'm going to go through and continue painting, but this is what we did so far. We got a pocket in the front, and it's an open pocket here, and then that's the first. We got our washi tape, and I decided to kind of just wackily put the numbers because I like that. I like it. If you all do go back and look at the videos, please make sure you leave a comment because that helps as well. Because I do the live videos, most of the time I don't get lots of comments on the videos because they're live. So if you have time to go back and leave a short comment, that would be great on any videos that you watch. That would be greatly appreciated. So I am going to go ahead and shove off, have a little bit of dinner, and then I'm going to continue to paint. And again, I'm going to go over to the Facebook group and probably do a little bit of a flip through once it is all complete. And this is going to be for the month of August. So let's see. Livy asks, what kind of paper do I use in the Traveler's Notebook? Is a regular copy paper. It is not regular copy paper. This paper is 32-pound paper, which is my favoriteest paper to use. Now, you can use regular copier paper. I don't think, this is not watercolor paper by any means, so the regular paper probably wouldn't, it would, I don't know. I've never tried the watercolor on the regular paper. I know that this can hold the water just a little bit more, but if I would have put too much water on there, it probably would have disintegrated the paper. So this is very, very nice. I like the way these turned out. Love it, love it, love it. All right, you all. Again, I'm shoving off. With that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet lotus blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.